the community, or providing work to the community is valuable and is necessary as part of his plea bargain agreement. We have no issues with completing community service hours, but I would be asking the court to come down somewhat from the 200-hour community service to what the court believes is reasonable, taking into consideration that my client is a full-time student.
All right. So how old are you?
21.
All right. Do you have any children?
No.
All right. Why are you doing donuts in a parking lot and then turning it into a fast and a furious chase? All right. Who's here on Bennett? Malachi Bennett? Court is calling 2024 CR 009525, State of Texas versus Malachi Bennett. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Andrew Harris Edelman.
Defense?
John St. Heiners for the defense.
And are you Mr. Bennett?
Yes.
Counsel, have you received all of the discovery?
Your Honor, I have.
Did you review it with your client?
I have, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Bennett, did you review the document entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication or Community Supervision with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Your Honor, yes, we do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand them? You need to speak up.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with evading arrest, detention in a vehicle? That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, no, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do, Judge.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do, Your Honor.
Mr. Bennett, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, the state recommends deferred adjudication. They're taking in consideration County Court Cause number 726862. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor, it is.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your term of deferred adjudication be for 4 years. There be 200 hours community service restitution and a driving safety course. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state?
Yes, Your
And the
Honor.
court does not have to follow those recommendations.
Yes.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State, any evidence?
Contained in Exhibit 1 and attachments, Your Honor.
No objections, Judge.
All right, state, you may be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And do I have the cause to be taken in consideration?
Yes, Your Honor, but it is assigned to County Court 12.
All right,
and
thank you.
I
If you'll
don't
send it to
remember-
them. Yes.
Your Honor, if I may, before we're done on the record, my client is attending the South Texas Vocational School. I would
Oh,
ask,
Just 1 second. let me-
Sorry.
All right, Mr. Bennett, did you review the waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
State. We are.
Yes, Your
All
Honor.
right, anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor. My client is attending the South Texas Vocational School. And you're studying what?
Automotive technician.
Your Honor, I would ask the court to consider coming down somewhat on the community service hours. My client believes that providing hours to the community, or providing work to the community is valuable and is necessary as part of his plea bargain agreement. We have no issues with completing community service hours, but I would be asking the court to come down somewhat from the 200-hour community service to what the court believes is reasonable, taking into consideration that my client is a full-time student.
All right. So how old are you?
21.
All right, do you have any children?
No.
All right, why are you doing donuts in a parking lot? And then turning it into a fast and a furious chase,
Just cause.
just cause. Are you currently driving?
Yes.
All right, so what's the bus route for you to go to classes?
Like what?
No, what bus would you take from your house to get to your class? There's a bus route though, right?
Yes.
All right, so you're not going to be driving. So I'm taking away your privilege to drive. Once you've shown to the court that you can be responsible, then you can drive again. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you drive while you're on probation, you're looking at potentially 10 years in the prison. Do you understand?
Yes.
So did you drive yourself here today?
No.
Who drove you?
My dad.
All right, so your dad?
So here goes.
Yes. All right, so here's the thing.
mom
He's not allowed to drive for a while. You understand? He could have killed somebody. So you're not going to be allowed to drive for 6 months because you need to learn that that's a privilege. And when you do crazy things, it's not television. This whole thing where you watch Fast and the Furious, where he's pulling down a helicopter with a chain with his arms, real life, human being can't do that unless they're X-Men. So, and this whole thing where they're jumping off a freeway and hopping on cars, can't do that. Where they're reaching out of their car, driving 90 miles per hour and pushing a rocket launcher to the side, can't do that in real life with your hands. You understand?
Yes.
So you have to learn that you could have killed somebody and your privileges need to be suspended for a while so you can really internalize what could have happened. You understand?
Yes.
All right, so I'm taking in consideration County Court Cause number 726862. I'm going to sentence you to 3 years deferred adjudication, 200 hours of community service restitution. That will be waived if you complete some type of trade school and receive your certification. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs. Are you employed or no?
No, ma'am.
All right, so you just school full-time?
Yes.
All right, probation, I'll allow him not to work to be in school full-time so he can get that done. There is to be field visits 1 time per month for 4 months. No driving for 6 months. He's to complete the defensive driving course. And if you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
Thanks.
All right. Let's do a UA today. And if it's positive, then we'll do sober support meetings.
I apologize that you wait not today.
Okay.
It takes a little while for them to update and get them actually assigned in the system. So I can have it on Mondays.
All right, so UA Monday. Probation, is there anything else he needs? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful? All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, we can go off the record. If there's anything you need, let your probation officer know. If you feel like they're not addressing it, then you can always come back to the court, okay? You could have killed so many people. You understand? All right, good luck to you. All right, who's here on?
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Thank
Have a
you.
good one. Yes.